All right, so it's been way too long since I've done a ship or not video. I think it's been about 3 years, maybe longer. The last one I did was from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daniel Sousa, Daisy Johnson. I did 2 of those, actually. But I always kind of wanted to do more ship or not videos. I just never really got around to it. And I figured, you know what? Let's jump back in. And, it may be because I am running out of ideas. So, yeah, you all can help me by giving me ideas by clicking the link in the description that says suggest a video, recommend a video. I can't remember how it's exactly worded. Or you could scan the QR code in the corner, one of these corners, I haven't figured it out yet, and fill out the Google form to submit video recommendations. So anyway, today I'm going to be looking at the ship of Emma Swan and Regina Mills, aka Swan Queen, from Once Upon a Time, and talking about whether or not I ship them. Yup. Now, if you have seen pretty much almost any of my Once Upon a Time videos, you know that the short answer as to whether or not I ship Swan Queen is yes. Yes, I do. I mean, I came into the show during season 6, so sort of the rocky part of Emma and Regina's relationship was like behind them. And I have to admit, I was sold. I definitely don't think it would have been like an instantaneous type romance, but if it was done as a slow burn, it could have worked. Like, I definitely don't think them getting together in season 1 would have worked, even though the chemistry was there, but essentially, for starters, they both kind of hated each other. To put it mildly, they both kind of hated each other. Regina saw Emma as a threat. Emma was like, Henry's saying that his mom, literally hates him. So, therefore, I kind of hate her. And, yeah, so the enemies at the beginning of season 1 probably wouldn't have worked. But also another reason why I don't think it would have worked, or it shouldn't have worked in season 1, is because Regina was fully aware of everything. Like, she was aware that they were all fairy tale characters, that they were all cursed, that Emma was, the one that was going to break the curse, that she was Henry's birth mom, and Emma was sort of oblivious. Like, because even though Henry was telling her all of this stuff, we're all fairy tale characters, we're all cursed, Emma didn't really believe it because, realistically, who from the real world would believe that? Honestly. So, with Regina knowing everything and Emma not, it would have been this weird power dynamic that would have clouded, I guess, the future of Emma and Regina. Honestly, I think the perfect time for Emma and Regina to get together would have been season 3. Season 2 showed Regina, trying to be good and then being villainous and then kind of going back to good. Like, she went back and forth a lot in season 2. And in season 3, Emma got to see how much Regina actually loved Henry on their quest to save Henry from Pan in Neverland. So, yeah, that could have been an interesting point to sort of really explore the potential for this pairing. But also season 3B could have been a good point to sort of dive in when everyone is blaming Regina for them not having their memories of the lost year. And Emma's really sort of the only one that believes that Regina had nothing to do with it. And the two of them spend an awful lot of time together trying to prove it. So that could have been really interesting to dive into them as a pair in season 3. Now, of course, the show had other ideas. Emma was with Hook. Regina was with Robin. So it probably wouldn't have worked out in season 3 unless the show decided to go and pivot hard left. But I I think there's another point where they could have sort of gotten together if we follow the canon of the show. And that is after Emma brings Marion to Storybrooke. And then, of course, Marion has to leave, and Robin has to go with her, and all that fun stuff. And Regina's angry with Emma, and Emma's very just like, I'm gonna give you your happy ending, girl. And yeah, it could have been them getting together, but it was not. But another moment where I could have seen them getting together, if they didn't want to go season 4 or season 3, is 5B. During the scenes where they're in New York, and Emma and Regina are in Robin's somehow still vacant apartment. Seriously, how is it still vacant? And Regina opens up to Emma about how difficult it is living with her past and, having gone to the dark side and all of that. And, whether stuff escalated in that apartment or slow burned after, maybe culminating to Regina splitting from the evil queen. Because, when Emma is ready to just jump in to protect Regina, I'm like, you know what? I love this. We didn't get it. Now, while I wouldn't have necessarily liked the idea of them getting together in season 6, especially because season 6 would have been the last season, and if you watch my Daniel and Daisy ship videos, you know that a one-season romance isn't exactly what I'm here for with, people that I really want to ship together. But season 6 also had plenty of moments where I could have seen them, getting together. But there's one moment in particular in season 6 where Emma and Hook split up. It's weird, but they do. And the reasons are shaky at best. Which is why I kind of thought maybe the show could do that. No, the show did not do that. Because ultimately, the reason why Hook and Emma split up was because, Hook had lied about killing David's father. Okay, but Emma's also lied about a lot of stuff, including in season 6, when she lied about being fated to die. So it was a convoluted reason for them to break up, and I was like, they're not seriously gonna break them up to maybe put Emma and Regina together? Because honestly, that was sort of the first time within the canon of the show since the beginning, really, where both Emma and Regina were technically single. And the scene in the bar where Regina's like, look, just talk about your feelings. It would have been perfect. But ultimately that was near the end of season 6, and I wouldn't have liked it because that would have been all we would have gotten. So even though it would have been to put them together in that moment, it could have been a great moment to potentially explore Swan Queen, but it was not. But regardless, the show never went with Emma and Regina, and to be honest, I'm kind of really sad about it because I love them so much, and I think it could have been a really interesting pairing, especially with them, being parents to Henry and everything like that. It would have been really interesting to see. But also on the other hand, I'm just I'm kind of glad the show didn't do it, because I feel like the show wouldn't have done it justice, and I feel like a lot of the fans who write Swan Queen fan fiction, they do a better job of it than I think the show would have done, and so therefore I'm kind of maybe it's better if Swan Queen just lives in the fans' heads and we can create our own stories with Swan Queen, because I feel like it would have been better than anything we would have gotten from the show. So, yeah, I do ship Swan Queen regardless. But let me know, do you ship Swan Queen? Do you think they were better off as friends/family? Do you think they should have remained enemies? Because I know there's a lot of people that believe that. Let me know all of your Swan Queen thoughts in the comments down below. And also let me know if there are any other ships that you want me to cover, for this ship or not type series, I guess, on this channel. And also, again, please send me video ideas, whether it's ship or not or just anything else, by clicking the link in the description. Or you can click the Linktree link even, and there's a button for submit video recommendations that you can click on, and it'll take you right to the forum. Or scan the QR code on the screen right now. Or you can also even go to the community tab and look for this picture. Again, it'll be somewhere on the screen, and commenting on that post with video recommendation ideas, because guys, I need them.